Courtney having a baby.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Courtney. This is my second time recording this video because I recorded it on my camera a few days ago and I can't get it to save to my computer. So I'm going to re-record it on my phone and see how we go. As you can tell by the title of this video, it is my question and answer video in relation to my job being a flight attendant. First question is from Bruna James and it is, what was the worst experience you have had during a work day? There are so many days and scenarios that I could mention here. There's a lot of up days in my job, but there's also a lot of down days. Probably the worst experience that comes to mind when I first think about it is a medical emergency that I had a few years ago. A passenger had decompression sickness. If you don't know what that is, it's the bends. It's if you go deep sea diving and then fly directly after. I think you have to wait 2 days before you're supposed to fly after deep sea diving. It's very dangerous and it can be fatal. Luckily we had a paramedic on board who did most of the work. This gentleman was not in a good way. He lost consciousness. We ended up getting the defibrillator out and we had him on oxygen, and we had to fly at a lower altitude because it was very dangerous to be up at 35,000 feet for this gentleman. So we flew at a lower altitude, but because of that we had a lot of turbulence and some clear air turbulence where you kind of fall out of the sky. Obviously not hit the ground, but it was just really bumpy, so that was fun. And on top of that we had his poor girlfriend or wife or partner, I guess. She was very hysterical. Obviously he lost consciousness, and hearing the paramedic say get the defibrillator, it freaked her out a little bit, and so clearly she was upset, and that's understandable. I'd totally be upset too. As I was running up the front to get something, I don't know whether it was the defib or an oxygen bottle or something like that, but the passenger in row 1 grabbed my arm and yanked me, which you get quite a lot on regular passenger transport, and said, "Where the F is my rum and coke? I asked for it half an hour ago." I was like, are you blind? This person is 3 rows behind you and he's dying and you're worrying about your rum and coke? What is wrong with you? And then as he got off the aircraft, he made a comment about how terrible the customer service was. Once this gentleman lost consciousness, that was our main priority. So that was pretty selfish of that gentleman to be so concerned about his drink. Things like that annoy me. So that was probably one of the worst experiences I can think of. The next question is from Darylyn Igadia, and it is, at how many weeks are you going to stop flying? I'm planning on stopping at 29 weeks of pregnancy. So I have annual leave from 29 weeks and I'm planning on hopefully making it to that point. We'll see how we go. SheMum4 asked, what is your schedule like and how long are you gone from home? With my airline, as we are a charter company and we have different flights, it's very unpredictable, our schedule. Some months are super busy and some are not so busy. So for me personally, recently my schedule's been extremely busy. I've got 13 days where I've only got 1 day off in there. So at the moment it's very busy, but when it's not very busy, we only fly maybe 3 times a week, so that's quite nice. And how long are we gone from home? Me personally, I don't get very many overnights. Depends on what flights are going around. Generally speaking, I get probably 1 overnight every 2 months. However, in saying that, in the last week I've had 2 overnights. So it really depends on the week and what flights are going around. Danielle Wojcik asked, what are the requirements for being a flight attendant? So firstly, I think you need to have your year 12 certificate from high school. Secondly, it's different per airline as well. Each airline has different restrictions for height requirements as well. So you can't be too short, you can't be too tall. You also need to be at least 18 years of age, and you need to be able to swim a certain distance. I can't remember how long it is, fully clothed. Most airlines also prefer if you have customer service experience. The next question is from Sylvia Thuen. I have a fear of flying. Have you ever been in a scary flight situation? So obviously I fly quite a lot. So yes, I have been in a scary flight situation. However, in saying that, I believe that flying is the safest form of transportation. I've been flying for 5 years and I've never had a passenger or any crew member be injured due to a flight situation. And I've had 2 car accidents in those 5 years. It's by far a lot safer to travel by a plane than it is to drive. Next question is from Marissa Farhes, and it is, I fly for business once a month from Sydney to Melbourne, but I fly to the end of my pregnancy with Jetstar or Qantas. Each airline has different cutoff points for when they stop taking pregnant passengers. Sydney to Melbourne is quite a short domestic flight, so there's usually no issues flying up until 36 weeks as long as you have a doctor's certificate. If you're ever concerned about an airline taking you while you're pregnant, just jump onto their website and the information should be on there. The next question is from Bisha Mira, and it is, how do you maintain working hard and smiling at the same time while you're pregnant and wearing high heels, especially when you have long duration flights? When I recorded this video previously, I really struggled to answer this question. Maybe I'm not too sure of the answer. Recently, I've not been very good at keeping a poker face because I get hangry. If I haven't eaten in a couple of hours and I'm serving someone food and they're rude to me, I can't maintain a smile. Probably rude passengers is the most difficult time to maintain a smile. I'm happy 99% of the time. It's just when a passenger's rude to me that I really struggle to maintain a smile. How do I do that? I guess that's just my job, and that's what I've been hired to do, is provide customer service, so that's kind of what I have to do, I guess. Next question is from Clouded Colour, and it is, what's an average day for an air attendant? Also, would you ever be scared of heights? I am petrified of heights. I do not like heights. Standing on top of a really tall building and looking over the edge makes me really anxious. I don't like it. I would never go skydiving. However, I feel extremely safe at 35,000 feet in an aircraft because I know it's a safe environment. And what's an average workday? I'm not too sure whether you're asking for specific duties that we do during the workday or duty hours or things like that, but generally how our day runs, for me anyway, is we sign on for our duty, we have a briefing with the captain, we go through security, walk out to the aircraft, do our security checks, so checking all of the cupboards and under the seats and in the overhead lockers for any items, as well as checking the catering and all the equipment on the aircraft, such as the PVEs and the VCFs and the defibrillators and the seat belts and the microphones and the life jackets. So every piece of equipment is inspected by us before we can board the passengers. We then board the passengers, sit them down, push back the aircraft, do the safety demo, take off, do the service, including collecting the rubbish, secure the cabin for landing, land, and then we personally have to clean the aircraft. Our airline doesn't have specific cleaners that do that for us. So we have to collect the rubbish out of the seat pockets, cross the seat belts, and then by the time we finish that, the next passengers are coming on board the aircraft and we start all over again. So you could see how in short sectors or busy sectors, there's not a lot of time to sit down and eat because there's not a lot of downtime. Last question is from Tiffany York. At what point is it unsafe to be on an aeroplane while being pregnant? Like how many months in? Because I thought I heard that pregnant women can't be on planes. From what I've been told, it is safe to fly when you are pregnant up until a certain point. Even after then, it's not the actual flying that's dangerous for you, it's just the risk of going into labour while you're flying that they don't like. So you can fly up till 36 weeks with a doctor's certificate. There's sufficient oxygen up there for you and baby. I have had multiple doctors' opinions on this topic, as I was really concerned about it when we started to try and conceive. But from what I've been told from my general GP and my OBGYN, it is completely safe to fly when you are pregnant. The only thing they're concerned about with me is the fact that I'm not getting to sit down and eat or rest or have a drink of water. That's the only reason that they're concerned for me. Okay guys, I hope you liked this video. If you haven't subscribed already, you can subscribe below if you'd like to follow our journey, and I will talk to you soon. See you later.